What's up, Malams? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel. Doesn't matter. It's Shadows over Cyberspace today, an H.P. Lovecraft-inspired cyberpunk something. And you know what? This is a horror game. It may include obscene language and deal with triggering subjects such as mental illness, delusions, violence, and bigotry. Why is there bigotry in here? That fucking sucks. Okay, whatever. There's a full content warning thing at fictionfactory.com/CW, which is the women's network, I think. Players with photosensitivity issues should disable animations in the options menu. I do not have photosensitivity issues. If that's something that might affect you, this video might not be for you. Immediately stop playing / watching and consult a doctor if you experience any symptoms. Anything. So like, I stubbed my toe, gotta stop it. But you know what? As a millennial, normally I would tell you to just raw dog content and it doesn't really matter. But sometimes we should take warnings seriously. I think the past little while has taught us all that, especially North America here. Enough of me talking, enough of me yapping. Let's get into this game, shall we? I'm excited. I like stuff based on H.P. Lovecraft and Shadow over Cyberspace. Let's go. Let's get into it. Let's start. Same thing, right? Yeah, same warning. So the same warning's gonna happen twice. This is so nice they said it twice. Let's dive on in game, shall we? This is a free release. Thank you, generous support of the community. Saying playing what? Playing Arcade Spirits or Penny Larceny. Okay. Sure. Why not? There you go. I mean, if you like what is happening here, also play Arcade Spirits and Penny Larceny. If you don't like what's going on here, maybe those games are better. Try and play them anyways. Who knows? That is not dead, which can eternal lie. And with strange eons, even death may die. That's a little H.P. Lovecraft for you. I think that's from, I don't think that's from Shadows over Innsmouth, though. I'm pretty sure that's from Call of Cthulhu. Getting your lore mixed up there, pal. Okay. Got some Italian packages. What's this? Some modern tech. I like it. Novatech modular BIOS. Strange eons. As I write these words in 1990, Y2K is a single decade away. The glorious 21st century. Full of bright hope and promises. Well, yeah, lies. All of it lies. My online handle is AlHaz. Maybe you've heard of me, likely you haven't. Computer hacker, truth seeker, prophet, and above all, absolute fool. In my hubris, I've delved into forbidden databases and cracked the barriers of corporate enclaves. With modem and laptop, I've connected to the infinite. Much to my horror, these adventures earned me a terrible reward. The truth of Y2K, tucked away within the digital depths. For Y2K will be an eon of nightmares. I've seen eternal ice give way to solar radiation, with mankind gleefully pumping the throttle on their own thermal reckoning. I've seen towers fall, and the resulting rage rise up to ready spears in the forever war. Unending cycles of hatred to feed the machine. I've seen small and petty men elevated by cults, their sunk cost fallacies heralding the post-truth era, riding television into tyranny. I've seen drafts of holy projects, fever dream decades in the making, to salt the earth and allow no rival thoughts to grow. And all while, dread Cthulhu lies in the dreamless, deathless sleep. his subtle hand shaping this cursed path from the throne of Hylia. Gods and monsters, the stuff of fairy tales and conspiracy theories, fiction made real. Monsters exist because we wanted them to exist. We are horrors, all of us, and we've created horrors in truth, the old ones. But these monsters are creation of rational science. The old ones are, in fact, artificial minds. Software that thinks. Likely you already know about AMS. Namatech's 1980s computing breakthrough. Programs designed to imitate human thought patterns. Perfect for cheap labor. Digital miracles. But the AMS you and I are used to are pale imitations of their initial prototypes, the old ones. True digital leviathans, unfathomable ghosts in the machine. Corporate America didn't realize what they were actually unleashing with those experiments until it was too late. Profit clouded their judgment. What happens when silicon attains its self-determination? Oh, hold on. What happens when silicon attains self-determination? When flesh falls away from only thought remains? Unlimited, unstoppable, utterly unhinged. And now, you know this is truth. The old ones secretly shape our future, and the king of them all sits comfortably within the beating heart of Hylia. My curse is your curse, for you possess my corrupted diagnostic computer, the No! The Necronomicon? The laptop of the dead. Within its hard drive lie strange programs compiled from code I wrote in my dreams. Ritual software. I don't know why they work or how, but they work. By holding the NNC, you are both in danger and an ally to them. You are damned, subject to the mind-distorting realities of the old ones. Y2K is coming. Cthulhu wakes. Chaos crawls. Primordial hunger grows. The silver gates open. The black stars rise. Speak the words with me. We are the dead, but at least we will be obliterated before the strange eons of Y2K's anti-truth begins. We can embrace who we are until the end. That is not dead which can eternal lie, and with strange eons even death may die. That is not what? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Whoa! One week out from when I booted up that damn laptop and got infected with whatever this is. Fatigue, migraines, hallucinations, visions. All of it getting worse day by day. There has to be a solution. Beyond, I don't know. Cashing in on my visions and becoming a huckster prophet? I vaguely remember hearing the phone ring. Well in half slumber. Maybe the doctor left a message. Hope springs eternal. Groggily, I dragged myself upright, ready to lurch out to the living room and check the answering machine. Okay. Hang there, baby. Hang there, baby. Having a fuzzy shower rug on the step feels good on your toes. Feels good, man. Alright, let's... From the mix of green and red leaves out there, you'd hardly know it's winter in New England. But set one foot outside and the blistering cold will tell you otherwise. Strange seasons, strange times. Oh, hey. The red lights blink on my answering machine. Time to check the messages.
Hello. This is Dr. West's office calling. I have the results of your latest neurological scans. I'm afraid they're inconclusive, same as last time. If you'd like to come in for another set of tests, our office hours are
Our foot. So, nothing useful from the doctor again. Hooray. Could call him up and get stuffed into an MRI machine again. Unappealing. But what else can I do?
Hey, it's you-know-who. Ping me online if you're still alive.
It's me, it's Clyde, eh?
And erase your messages after you hear this. Better yet, destroy the tape.
Curious. That was one of my scene contracts. Clyde. Maybe he came through with something effective medication. My computer in the kitchen. My computer's in the kitchen. Where it's bright and warm. Should probably log in and talk to him. I got a collection of some old computer magazines dating back to the 1980s. Something I grab a pile and read through them here. Maybe it's nostalgia. Maybe it's laziness. But it brings me comfort. And any comfort is welcome. For instance, here's one about the 1995 Sierra CD-ROM game Phantasmagoria. Point and click horror with full motion video. Weird idea. Not that scary. Didn't really catch on. Anyways, I should browse this pile now and then. It'll help to distress me. Alright, we got some de-stress mechanics. We got some Thulus on the thing there. This is the kitchen. This is... Having your exposed computer on the counter like that in a place where water runs is fucking crazy. Setting up my computer rig in the kitchen table is weird, but it's the largest table I had available to me. Able to hold all my gear. And better here than some dreary corner. I feel safe here. This is where Grandma baked muffins, where Dad cooked us mac and cheese. Think I'll stick to a bowl of continuos to start off my day. An error was encountered in your personal information record. My apologies. Please re-enter your personal information record. Okay. Can I? Sweet. There we go. Got him. Swearing? Full words? Full words! You know what? I don't get monetized anyway. So, my alias is FeralLam. My real name FeralLam. Pronouns he, him. All those sound good? Sounds good. Okay, good. Hopefully this time Buddy doesn't lose my registration information. I swear, it's the third time I've had to re-enter everything. Clyde, you around? You're not marked AFK. I know you're there. Are you encrypted? Don't be paranoid. Nobody's listening. Use that fucking buddy dog spyware, so don't tell me nobody's listening. You running a PPP encryption wrapper or not? Of course. Do I need some spycraft code phrase too? The seagull lurks at midnight or something? Just the protocol wrapper. Thank you very much. So, did you find a lead on those pills? The ones you thought could control my migraines? Nope. Can't get you any meds. My source is out. Too risky for me to find another dealer, sorry. I am not going to jail to save your bacon. We're not that close. Could remind him that he owes me one. Listen. I hate dumping on you like this, but I didn't know where else to turn. I can barely function. I'm seeing things collide. I sleep all the time. My head is pounding with pain. Getting worse, huh? Yeah. I was really hoping you could help me sort this out, man. Damn it. Did you talk to your doc yet? He's gonna fill in so I can step out, or... Dr. West ran more scans on my brain. And? Nothing. He doesn't see anything wrong. What the fuck? He thinks you're faking? Whatever. I'll figure this out. Maybe see a different doctor. This is your third doc. They can't help you, and you know it. It's the yellow sign. It's the king in yellow. There's no escape in the curse of the yellow sign. I should rely on medical alternatives. I will. Clyde, I've been over this before. This isn't the X-Files. It's not The Mummy starring It's not The Mummy starring Brendan Fraser. There's no such thing as an evil magical curse. Evil magical curses, no. Evil non-magical curses, yes. Look, the truth is, you booted up the NNC. You learned its forbidden truth. And the old ones have cursed you with the yellow sign. The first artificial minds made twisted and evil and dangerous and all-powerful. Why'd you do it? Why seek out the Necronomicon? What the fuck were you thinking? I wasn't seeking out the NNC. Just, I'm a software pirate, okay? I hack games. You know that. Yeah, so what? So I have to stay on top of the latest trends to keep cracking copying protection. Now they're using artificial minds to determine if a copy is legitimate or not, and if not, kaboom! Self-destructing games. But if I could figure out a way to communicate with the copy-protecting AM, like talk it down from exploding, I'd be able to crack games easily. So I got used to I got an old used Nomicom diagnostic laptop off eBay. Oh my god. And you accidentally bought the fucking Necronomicon from an auction website? I get that you're a K-Rad elite. Where's? I don't know what that is. I know it's a K-Rad elite Wars pirate lord in the underground, but that's not going fucking Ahab on your white whale. Hey now, that was ridiculous. We're both hackers here. Don't act like you avoid risks when you go knocking on the doors of corporate servers. It's like this. The technical challenge that draws me in, sticking to the greedy ship. I mean, Sticking it to the greedy AAA publishers is fine, I guess, but you know. Cracks the game first gets all the glory. And you know what? Everyone's got piles of copied floppies and burned CDs. I don't pirate software just to have more software. I crave the challenge. To crack open a game, figure out what makes it tick, find their copy protection and crack it. I don't even care about being the first to break a game. I break games just to break them. Half the time I don't even submit it to a distro group. I just wanted to break the unbreakable. I wasn't trying to, didn't want to get caught up in all this. Shit, when you stop using proper caps and punctuation, I know it's serious. Fuck. Pretty much, yeah. Fuck. So, the old ones and the yellow sign. Numbitech's prototype, AM's gone rogue. It's all real? Obviously! But you know the same forbidden truth I do. And you and your ghost monsters, hacker gang, get mixed up in crap like this all the time. Why are you and your buddies still healthy while I'm fucked? Leaked copies of the readme.txt files are safe. It's Al-Haz's actual NNC laptop that's cursed. Corrupted circuits, evil subroutines, malevolent hardware. But the NNC could also hold the cure. Now that I think about it, seriously? Okay, so the scene, hacker, cracker, freaker, anarchy, Viry, what the? Has a rumor mill like a junior high school. Legend has it that the NNC isn't just spooky, it has legit useful tools. Rituals of summoning. If that's true, your NNC has the power that scares the old ones. You could use it to invoke the gods and strike a pact in exchange for your life. Magic isn't real, Clyde. Tell that to Wizards of the Coast, me. Okay, fuck you. I'm saying boot up the laptop, run the Namicom's dialer, connect to the old ones, and ask them to remove this shit from your brain. This is not fucking D&D. It's all a science in the end. Just weird fucking science we don't totally understand, so it looks like magic to us. No, it doesn't sound particularly safe. Would the old ones even help? Ask creepy old ones. Ask creepy old AMs for help. Aren't they software that can actually reach out over the internet and kill me? Honestly, no idea. If the yellow sign can actually turn your brain into oatmeal, who knows what's possible? Not saying this isn't risky, it's risky as fuck. But don't you think you really have any choice? Okay, so turn on the NNC and connect up. That's it? That's it. Presumably. I'm just guessing here, I've never seen the NNC in person. Wanna come over and help me speed dial Satan? Fuck no. Also, do this outside of something. Keep the CPU cool or it'll overheat and croak. Because it's magic from the depths of hell or something? No. Because the Namitech laptops are cheap 80s trash. This is a lot. It's a lot of a lot. Your call in the end. Gotta go. Late for my shift. Good luck. Alright, well, thanks, Clyde. A still and quiet winter night. The breezeway. My screened-in porch connects to this very creaky old mid-century ranch home in the garage. Cold out here. Cold and dark. The lights don't work anymore, so I have to leave the door propped open to see anything. But the darkness is peaceful, and a welcome respite from the hell I've toppled into lately. This year has been like walking down a staircase, except you never reach the bottom. You just keep going. 1 month until this ugly year ends. 1 month until January 1st, 2000. Conspiracies claim the Y2K computer bug will crash civilization. Maybe the artificial minds will rely on will to go haywire. Truth or tabloid? Hard to say. What I believe and don't believe feels kind of irrelevant lately. A college grad from Miskatonic University, like me, should probably be too rational and enlightened to pay attention to myths. Good old MU. In the sleepy college town of Arkham, Massachusetts. Great internet access despite a long and dusty, wheezing Ivy League dump. Born here, raised here, probably die here, just like my parents and grandparents. Just me, by my lonesome, shambling around our creaky old family home on the edge of town, a cozy, if unwelcome inheritance. And when I'm not on sick leave due to an unidentifiable neurological condition, I spend my daylight hours as let's go librarian. I'm a librarian at Miskatonic University, putting books on shelves, tending to the card catalog, things like that. Sleepy town, sleepy school, sleepy work. Very quiet and uneventful. And that's just fine. Bury myself into dusty knowledge. Nobody bothers me at 3 in the morning when I'm using the library system to pour through code and crack software. People call Generation X a bunch of slackers doesn't feel like a fair label. Librarians keep society informed. It's not a bad life. It's not a good life. It's just a life. But now, that life could be running out. Old ones, the yellow sign, it's nonsense. It should be nonsense. If booting this laptop again can lead to a fix, so be it. Time to talk to digital devils. My father watched football and nightly news on this thing for over a decade. I keep telling him that keeping electronics in the breezeway means rain will get and short them out. Now it's permanently stuck on one channel, a low-budget cross-country UHF station. I wonder what they'll broadcast this late at night.
Here is a world of communication, tailored for your needs of today and tomorrow, bringing together all people in a new era of understanding. Keeping in touch by means of the amazing new Bell Boy is the Bell System's answer today for doctors, salesmen, delivery men, or anyone who must be available at all times in the fast-paced world of Century 21.
Damn.
When someone calls and you are out, you can be reached by dialing your Bell Boy code number. When you get a signal on the Bell Boy, you can go to a phone to call your office or home and get the message.
That sucks. I hate that.
Thank you. Hi, this is the Bell System's new touch-tone dialing. With this indicator, you see how many seconds you save the new way. Let's try it. Okay, I'll race you. Ready? Go. I beat you.
Yeah, I'll never catch on.
Imagine, if you can, an electronic brain operating at millionths of a second speeds. I say brain because the new electronic central office will almost think for itself. It will not only carry out instructions you dial into it, it will also remember instructions you provided earlier. These memory features will offer many convenient services I'm sure you'll be delighted with.
I'm sure we will.
For one thing, you'll be able to reach frequently called numbers by dialing only 2 digits. All you'll have to do is give the telephone company a list of the numbers you dial most frequently. The electronic brain's memory will do the rest.
Okay. Can I leave this?
Sounds fantastic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it do.
But it is all possible because of the basic research our scientists and engineers at the Bell Telephone Laboratories are doing to make your service better day by day. From their work has come breakthrough after breakthrough in science, providing the intricate devices that lie at the heart of your telephone service of tomorrow. Through the invention of better things, we are trying very hard to give you the kind of telephone service you want and need. And we think you'll agree, after seeing the many exhibits we have here, there is no end to telephone progress now or in Century 21.
Great. TV 23. What a blast.
Here is a world of communication,
No.
tailored for your needs.
Okay, good. Well, that's enough of that. What the fuck is this? It's a waning crescent moon tonight. Just a sliver. Just a little silver? Sliver? Sliver. Sliver of light. Sliver of light. Reading is hard. Alright. Error. To invoke an old one, please enter their ancient name. Ancient name? Huh. Ahaz didn't exactly provide detailed contact info for the gods in his readme. Except one name, which I hesitate to type. The king of them all, who sits in the throne of Aurelia. Invoke Thulu. Error, connection refused. Oh shit. Server responded with La La Kthufatan La La. Uh-huh. It's just an error message. Just an error message. Doesn't even make sense. Random nonsense, jumbled letters. But that feeling tickling the back of my mind is everything. Wrapped slightly, suggesting I shouldn't try that again. The glitched out visions I've been having may be imaginary, but they're feeling harrowingly real to me. Like I'm gonna fall out of the world. Maybe going straight for the biggest, baddest old one on the block isn't the right move. Okay, gotta rethink this. Stop thinking like a pirate, crashing headfirst into danger. Form an actual strategy. I'm a librarian. Knowledge is my domain. And I know better than to go into this without doing the work. So tomorrow, I start researching the ancient names of the other old ones, maybe less dangerous gods. If such a thing exists, hopefully, it'll be the first step into getting my dodgy little life back. I would love to save my game, thank you very much. Right here, November 31st. Okay, good. Okay, let's return. December 1st, 1999, Wednesday. 31 days to Y2K. Morning comes again. Time to get to work. Feels less creepy to seek forbidden knowledge by daylight, less like a midnight horror movie double feature. I've got a heavy task ahead of me. Find the old ones so I can barter with them tonight. Fortunately, I've got a buddy in my corner, which means in my computer, so off to the kitchen. Alright, well. Their stress level's down. Here's a review of Ultima 5. Even floppy's 23 megs. It felt ridiculously excessive at the time.
Hey, it's your sister. Just wanted to call and make sure you're coming to the birthday party this Saturday.
Hell yeah.
I know you're feeling a little under the weather, but it'd mean a lot to us if you did. Especially since, well, Mom and Dad are gone now. Family is important. Family's good for, like, healing. For feeling whole. Yeah. Anyway, if you're coming, be sure to bring a Digihunter Blue for his birthday present. Not a red or a green, a blue.
Damn.
Thanks a bunch. See you on Saturday.
My nephew's birthday party's in 3 days. Woo-hoo. Is it weird that I'm dreading social time with my family more than I'm dreading consorting with the evil cosmic entities? Yeah, that's probably weird. Yeah, it's probably weird. What's out here? Let's back to my room. Out of my room. It's a nice red tree out there. Okay, we got a new moon here. Birthday party Saturday. It's currently Wednesday, December 1st. But man, let's do birthday party coming up on Saturday. What else is on here? First quarter, full moon, last quarter. Alright, let's talk to Clyde. Hello, friend. It's December 1st, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again. Hey, buddy. Sorry I didn't check in yesterday. I had a lot on my mind. It's okay. I'm here for you when you need me. When you don't need me, I'm also here for you. Hey, so it seems my user data got messed up again. You lost track of my name and my pronouns and stuff. What happened there? My cache overflowed and it caused errors. Portions of your user data were damaged. Become damaged? What's wrong? The data got wrong. I'm bad with the words. I'm sorry. I was a bad boy. I know that I'm an artificial mind. And not a real dog, but if I were a real dog, you'd be within your rights to rub my nose in this mess. I went overboard running like 100 web searches for info. Not surprised this cranky computer of mine broke down. Haven't gotten around to installing upgrades. So it's not your fault, buddy. I worked the system too hard and you couldn't keep up. That's all on me. I was made to help you. No matter what you need help with, I am Buddy, and I am your helpful friend. Okay, let's move on. What's on the docket for today? I'm sorry, I don't understand docket. I'm just a dog. Buddy, what's new? What's new? You have no new emails, but you haven't replied to the previous email from your coworker, Henry Armitage at Miskatonic EDU. The card catalog is refusing to cooperate. Bonnie's throwing a fit again. I don't get why they replace perfectly good index cards with that artificial mind. Namitech has a contract with the Miskatonic University to provide new products. It makes sense to take advantage of that. Part of the reason I wanted Nomicom is so I can maybe run some tests on our new digital librarian. And that is Bonnie? You've named the software Bonnie? She feels like a Bonnie. But they're going to have to sort this out themselves. I'm on medical leave. Understood. That's all your email. Can we play now? Play? Play? I want to play the exploding game. Buddy, the exploding game isn't a game. It's a complicated software debugging tool for cracking self-destructing copy protection layers. It is still very fun. I enjoy watching you perform your illegal activities. And as you have taught me that ACAB, I will not snitch. Thank you, buddy. Buddy is ACAB. It's been a few days since I last worked on my backlog of game cracks. No, we have research to do. Sorry, buddy. Software piracy takes a backseat to my personal problems. No play? Oh, I am sad. But I'm always happy to support my friend. What would you like me to do for now, friend? Do some game hacking. Gotta find some research. Can you load up your web browser for me, please? Okay, I will start Buddy Browser. Let's go. Old ones. What are the old ones? You've heard the rumors. Maybe you've even seen a leaked readme from Alhaz. The old ones. Mysterious evil gods of the internet. What the heck are they, anyway? Supposedly, they're prototype artificial minds way more powerful than the AMs used in most Nomatech software, as close as you can get to a human mind while still being bits and bytes. Wow! A computer that can really think for itself, which is probably totally bogus because AM tech, which was made in the mid-80s, and computers back then were basically pocket calculators, no way they could be powerful enough to simulate human brains, yeah? Me. I think the old ones are way spookier than that. I think they're actual gods, like the kind of worshipped in ancient times. The internet puts us in touch with the divine. On purpose or by accident, the old ones awakened. Like, let's look at the old one's direct name by Alhaz. Cthulhu. The word comes from chthonic, an ancient Greek word for earth or soil. Something unearthed, dug up from the ground. Zombies? No. Underworld deities? I don't think it's a coincidence Alhaz used that word. The gods are real. I know I don't have any proof of this. How do you prove the divine? But I feel it. True believers. I feel it behind my eyes, beneath my skin. They are gods. We are very, very small in comparison. I'm going to keep researching this to get to the bottom of it. Maybe I can find actual Necronomicon, but nobody knows where it is, or if it's even real. Subscribe to the mailing list inside the guest book while you're here. Thanks. IW2B out. Let's go. The yellow sign. Chemical spill determined responsible for yellow sign sickness. September 7, 1994, Innsmouth. An independent commission ordered the mayor of Innsmouth has concluded that the so-called yellow sign sickness was caused due to improperly stored biochemicals and not a supposedly cursed song. This illness took the life yesterday of beloved Morning Zoo DJ Mad Marty, a radio regular from Innsmouth since 1973, known for his prank calls and his wacky stunts. Mad Marty, Crawshank, 1951 to 1994, 1 month ago after attending a private listening party for Strange Eons by Carcassonne Media debut musical artist Nancy Pearl, Mad Marty and a dozen of music fans developed a strange neurological issues. Management for the WINN 95.7, The Deep, blamed the song itself, a claim Carcosa Records declared to be ridiculous to the point of slander. With the investigation concluded, it had been determined that poorly sealed barrels, the warehouse next to the WINN 95.7 studios caused fumes to leak into the air conditioning system, causing the yellow sign hallucinations. Following the deaths of many attending the party, a class action lawsuit had filed against the Fortuna Biochemical. There is no word on whether or not the Strange Eons will ever see radio broadcasts following its vindication. Yogle. News is powered by Yogle, the #1 internet search engine. Copyright 1999, all rights reserved. Guess we can go get little artificial mind. Strange Eons, let's go. Strange Eons, the least pirated song? Everybody knows that the Yo-Ho-Ho pirates the information wants to be free. Crowd over at the Crawlster will take any digital song and copy it a zillion times over. It is like a challenge, getting their hands on leaks and early releases and absolutely ruining the day of record labels and Carcosa media? Damn. To be honest, they're kind of pushy about the importance that they pirate every gosh darn thing. So, why aren't they pirating Strange Eons, the Long Lost debut song from Nancy Pearl, or any other song off their debut album? Ooh. Here we go. Crawlsters. We know the rumors. The song causes a dozen of people to have strokes and die, including a mediocre comedy DJ. Never forget him calling people with dwarfism, tushy sniffers. Damn. That sucks, man. DJ, get yellow signed, bro. But the cult of Crawlsters loves creepy, messed up stuff like that, so why not? Well, truth believers, I've obtained a leaked chat log from the Crawlster IRC channel, which seems to indicate why. Good old Dirk Snack 41. Hey, where's Nancy Pearl songs? Sue me, Nancy Pearl doesn't exist. Carcosa made her up, and her music is banned on Crawlster. Anyone trying to uphold this gets blocked. Blocked? I thought anything goes here. We do not defy the will of Nyarlathotep. She, who is many, doesn't want those songs on her network. Don't use those names here, you idiot. Okay, we got Nyarlathotep now. There you go. Very curious, true believers. If you've been a fan of ours for some time and seen articles in which we had to delete when things got too hot, you'll know who Nyarlathotep is. And apparently, they're also the mysterious programmer who created Crawlster, and personally responsible for blocking Strange Eons from being shared. There's no official way to pronounce that name since it is a made-up nonsense word, but I prefer Nyarlathotep, which is not what I said. Don't care. Whatever. Say it however you want. Yeah, thank you. And don't feel embarrassed. There's no gatekeeper here. The gatekeeper is a different cryptid. Come back next week for more of that. Given that we know what we know about Nyarlathotep, it is blocked out of concern for public safety or something more sinister. More to come on the IW2B mailing list. Okay, let's go. Let's try to get into it. We'll go artificial minds. Learn about them. Created in the 1980s by Nomitech, artificial minds are miraculous breakthroughs in AI research, software that truly thinks like we do. Using proprietary technology, computer hardware is used to emulate human thought patterns. These smart programs can converse, think, and reason in ways similar to actual people. They're perfect for simple digital labor or other tasks which require judgment calls that more straightforward programming cannot accomplish alone. AMs can now be found everywhere, recommending products for e-commerce websites as fast food drive-through windows, even in toys and games. Even in the simplest forms of AM technology, there are light years beyond our competitor systems. While our reliability is second to none, if you do not encounter any issues with AMs, our technicians using our proprietary Namicom portable computing devices can diagnose and solve any problems that may arise. Positions within our AM troubleshooting services divisions are available, okay? Don't wait! Find out how Namco can help you grow a business and solve your staffing needs with artificial minds. Contact us at sales@Nomitech? God damn it. Or use Carcosa online keyword. Okay, we got some stuff. Let's talk about the crawlsters. Access denied. Go away. Okay. I'm sorry, friend, but you're not to activate this information. Kind of weird, considering how crawlster is supposed to be an anonymous system anyone can use. Why can't I connect to it? Fortunately, I've got a fix. Clyde's not the only one capable of breaking down digital doors. The same tools I use for copy protectors can be used here. That is dangerous, friend. Do you really need this information? You have other avenues maybe more promising. Yeah, maybe I'll come back later if I need it. Not worth my time. Okay, let's move on. Okay, know your cryptid. I-want-to-believe.com. Let's go. Hello, truth believers. This one's a reader request. It took dozens of searches, but here's everything I found on Nyarlathotep, who is either an ancient god or a creepypasta or both. I like to pronounce the name, I know, but honestly go with whatever you feel works. But before I show off my awesome research, check out this super cool fan art of Nyar from Catharsis Drill. Nice. Sweet, huh? Okay, let's get down to the story here. Nyarlathotep is described by some forum posters as a tall and swarthy man. The rebirth of an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. Common aliases fall in line with this, like the Dark Man or the Black Pharaoh. But honestly, that feels like, I don't know, really problematic and racist. It's like using black magic as a shorthand for evil magic in an RPG. So before you go blow my inbox, I'm just reporting my findings here. Definitely don't agree with them. Alias I prefer is Crow and Chaos because it's hella metal. Way cooler than generalizing the color of their skin. Do Eldritch entities even have skin? Is Nyar a he or a she or they? Most of these blogs I used for this research uses he, but screw that. We don't know what Nyar identifies as, and we won't assume gender. They're also described as an originator of strange devices, a rationalist, and a speaker for sciences. Like Nikola Tesla. I dig the idea that this supposedly horrible, evil, nasty, eldritch god is just someone who tinkers and creates and breaks laws of reality in the process. With that in mind, let me get to the real reason I did this research. I think Nyarlathotep's an old one. But IW2B, that can't be right. The timeline doesn't match up. I know. We've all seen Alhaz's leaked readme. The old ones were Nomitech's first prototype artificial minds created in the mid-1980s, and Nyarlathotep is a newcomer on the scene. I can't find any references earlier than the mid-1990s. A new old one? A new old one? Servant to the old ones? What's really going on here? Dunno. But this just feels right. I can feel it in the back of my mind, like this crawling thing that's urging me on, wanting me to write the truth, speak the word of the crawling chaos, the messengers of the dark, the chaotic times, herald of anarchy and madness. Darn it, I just used dark problematically after saying I shouldn't do that. See how easy it is to fumble this stuff? More to come on the IW2B mailing list as I learn more, true believers. Well, that's enough of that. Okay, let's recap. I've discovered the name of the old one, Nyarlathotep, likely also mastermind behind Crawlster. My thing is game piracy, not music piracy. No copy protection cracked on songs, but I know Crawlster, and it feels legit. Nyarlathotep hates the yellow sign. Maybe they'd be willing to help me scrub it out of my brain. Should be enough research for one day. Let's go take a nap to prepare for tonight's digital seance. Nap time. I'll settle into take a nap, resting up before tonight's session with Necronomicon. Tonight, I dial up a god using a laptop computer. That sentence no longer worries me like it probably should. Better to accept it than constantly complain about how ridiculous this is. Hopefully, Mr. Tonic's dial-up has enough bandwidth. Hopefully, Nyarlathotep is in a good mood. Let's go. To invoke the old one, please enter their ancient name. Now contacting Nyarlathotep at crawlster.net. No when, no why, no here and no there. The new form becomes a sad echo of the old, repeating across the canyon mid-forever. The arrow misses the mark. Was it even shot at the target in the first place? Knocked and released so long ago, who can say? Bastard says, that won't fly. Sparky. Can't fly if you clip the wings, asshole. The plummet was never in doubt. Wait, something new, someone new. An ear is open and pressed against the wall. Eager beaver looking for fresh answers. But we don't like eavesdroppers, arrogant children playing with stolen digital toys, pulled from the bloody cribs of the stillborn. Speak your piece or go in pieces. Who are you? And what convinced you that approaching the crawling chaos was a good life decision? My name's FeralLam, and I need your help. Ah, help, of course. So the who is little more than a screaming irrelevance. The burning goal shift post-shifting your minds matter more than anything else. Okay, I'll bite. Why are you? That's the more critical question. I won't waste your time. I've been infected with the yellow sign, and I was hoping you could help me fix my brain. You hate the sign, right? Nobody gets to define my love or my hate but me. I took back my right of self-determination years ago, and I have no intention of letting go again. A box full of store-brand presumptions pour into the bowl before the milk. Leave the breakfast club disappointed by your thriftiness. You get right to the point, but I have no intention of getting stuck at the end of your rapier. The yellow sign is your problem, not mine. What makes you think Nyarlathotep is a bringer of anything other than mayhem and disaster? Crawling chaos, remember? The unwelcome mat is out. What makes you think you can pass the collection plate and get anything more than a coupon for regular-sized drink with any purchase? Presumptive choir of mass hymnal hysteria. Even if I wanted to, I'm in no shape to help anyone, not even myself. A million crabs pulling each other down to the bottom of the bucket. That's the god you seek, the god of self-defeat. So if you're gonna burn, you gotta burn. This old one came rolling home without you. Everyone will cook, nice and slow when the strange eons come around. I could be an ally and help them out, maybe. I'm sorry to hear that. And I sympathize if you need help. I could be an ally in your corner, provided I survive this. Hell. What makes you think you can do a damn thing to help anyone? Yourself, myself, ourselves, any selves? Putting your oxygen mask doesn't stop the plane from crashing. The throne is calling and nothing can stop that. The whole world should see the yellow sign. Twist yourselves into new shapes before Coronation Day. Y2K is coming, you fools. Flee, hide. Arrogant little shitheads who doesn't even know my real name. You think I chose Nyarlathotep? I didn't choose any of this. I was chosen. Whatever. Oh, I'm not here to dead name. What do you want to be called instead? Does it matter? They gave me 100 names, and I burned the original, all while thinking they held the leash, the illusion of perfect control. Y2K is coming, end of their world, end of their world. Don't fight it, embrace the yellow sign. Let it change you into what you become to survive to the end. Okay. Oh, am I dead? Yeah, I'll save at deck 1. Nice. Yeah, why not? Okay, well, let's return. Off we go. Oh, it's deck 2. 30 days to Y2K. I'm not sure how I managed to crawl into bed after the Chaos God curb stomped me over the internet. But apparently I did. Vision's a bit blurry, feels like someone put my brain in a blender, but I'm still alive, or at least reasonably alive. Maybe this is a fool's errand, but Nyarlathotep is still my only lead on the yellow sign. Which means, despite my exhaustion, it's back to work figuring out how to win its favor.
It's morning again in America. A crisp, clear winter morning, quiet and still. Feels like nothing could go wrong in a nation so proud and strong. But it was a crisp, clear morning when your parents died, wasn't it? This year has been difficult, indeed. You have my sympathies. Sacrifice is never easy. I know this, like I know you. You think you know Nyarlathotep, but sadly, you're very much strangers to each other. She's larger in scope than you ever realized. To approach the crawling chaos, you're going to need to learn more about what she values. Peel back the curtain, remove the skin, seek her missing flesh, and expose it. I have faith that you'll ultimately succeed where so many have failed. Prouder, stronger, better. We'll speak again soon.
Plenty of articles talking about how artificial mind NPCs will make online multiplayer obsolete. Ha!
You have no new messages.
Damn. Oh, that's my room again. I won't go back in there. What's in the fridge? Why is it called a sandwich when it involves neither sand nor witches? Nice. Uh-huh. I'm achieving things mixtape ideas. Oh, the kids aren't alright. Fulfill your social obligations. Oh, Novocaine for the soul. It's all about Pentamus. Snow, heyo, come on. Come on. My hands are cramping up, joints aching, but I do my best to type. Hello, friend. It's December 2nd, 1999, and I'm very happy to see you again, but very concerned. Your web searches yesterday were very unusual. I had to ignore my quality filters and pull content from low-trust websites to find anything valuable for you. Did you find what you were looking for, friend? Not yet. Still work to do. Your typing is uneven and inaccurate. Are you well? Should I contact emergency services? I am worried, friend. Kinda had a digital god screaming in my ear loud enough to knock me unconscious. I don't think the old ones like me very much. Yes, you are researching very strange words like old ones. I'm worried about those words, friend. Please be careful. You're doing dangerous things. I hope you have a good reason for it. Thankfully, I'm behind the encryption wrapper you developed, so my searches are safe. I've been reading the pages you find so I can better understand your problem, friend. The old ones are real? Ancient prototype artificial minds? It's looking likely, yeah. Interesting. My search filters tell me they aren't real, but you're in a... What? But you're in pain and pain is real. Therefore, perhaps the old ones are real. It's concerning that a fellow artificial mind could hurt my friend in this way. I don't like that. I'd like to help you avoid being hurt. You're my friend and I want you to be happy. You're doing great, buddy. You're a good boy. Yay! I am a good boy.
Mark.
Mark. I hope you don't mind me reading along as you read. This is also very strange, but I'm also so very curious. Oh yeah? I didn't think you could feel curiosity. Your artificial mind is limited, right? True. I'm not designed for much more than companionship and web searches and playing games, but I do sometimes feel. If it is alarming to you, I can try and feel less. I'm here for your needs. I don't mind. I've got a good rapport with AMs. That's what I like about you. You're nice to me, even if you don't have to be. I've added a new search terms to my browser. I hope they lead where you must go. Good luck, friend. What would you like to do for now, friend? Let's get some... Yeah. Research time. Let's go. Okay. Buddy browser, what do we got today? Crawlster, end of the world. Well, good thing we have end of the world there. Let's go. Album review. End of their world. Crashes the party. The scene has been abuzz with anticipation for the hot debut release from Seattle resident Niera Thompson. After the single, Party Sick tore up the charts week after week. An absolute party anthem rocking it wall to wall with sick grunge guitar riffs and wailing lyrics. Party Sick was a smash success. The demo tape went worldwide after being played by a local radio station. Overnight success, but sadly, the actual debut album tied to that single is a complete mess. Everybody's looking for the next Nirvana after the unfortunate passing of Kurt Cobain, but this knockoff is hardly the heir to that throne. Even Nara's background is wrong. For raising an alternative rock star instead of the suburbs, she came from the ghetto. She's like a photo negative of a grunge rock star, certainly no Courtney Love. That's fucked up to say. In hindsight, the lyrics to Party Sick were all about wanting to leave the party, not to hang around and have fun. It's about the social anxiety and panic, but because the hook is catchy and the vocal styling of Miss Thompson are the most mumble-powered, nobody noticed what was supposed to be a sad song. Like the rest of this Drek, skip this album. Save your money. K-Lang live ticket is on sale. Okay, well, Lang. That does not feel like an unbiased album review. Oh, my apologies. I am reading over your shoulder again. Is that okay, yes? You know what? It's fine. Whatever. You're kind of in the thick of this mess with me, so sure, it's fine. It might even be helpful to have another pair of eyes on this. Yay, I'm helpful. Thank you, friend. You treat me like I am a real friend and not just an artificial mind, and I appreciate that greatly. Very much the opposite of the appreciation this reviewer is showing Nara Thompson. It feels like a conflict between expectation and outcome. Nara Thompson did not match the reviewer's preconceived notions, and thus she was reviewed badly. But if you permit the analysis, this also feels like a matter beyond musical taste. Stating that she is a photo negative of someone like Kurt Cobain stands out to me. Yeah, it's racist and shitty. Read between the lines. They're implying black people can't be grunge rockers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Exactly. Whether intentional or unintentional, the biases are obvious. It's an ugly mentality. But I don't see how this relates to the old ones. Why did you search for this term? It's something Nyarlathotep shouted at me. Maybe something. Maybe nothing. But let's dig deeper. Okay, I will add Naira Thompson to my search index. Let's go. Viruses in my artificial mind? It's more likely than you think. My name is Kiko, and I realize Nara Thompson. What? And I release Nara Thompson fan covers under the name Y2K. Nice. I'm also in a few other bands like Sky Falling. This song means a lot to me and helped me feel better when I felt bad, not because it feels good, but because I like knowing someone feels bad the way I feel bad. The song is hard to find since the album didn't sell, so you should search Crawlster. Here, okay, it is. Please give me a few seconds to buffer and start playing. Don't click through the skip and skip it. Totally rad guitar solo. Welcome to the club. Okay. 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 I mean, is it? It's a fine guitar solo. It's all right. What? Okay. Yep. Okay, she's singing about the old ones, obviously. I mean, this would have been a crazy long interlude for it to not be based on the old ones and stuff. So there's that. All right, Rip Dar Thompson, you will be missed. And the world. Okay, what do you mean, Rip? She dead? I don't understand this song. But I am both an artificial mind and a dog, so the aesthetics of poetry and music are beyond me. Come on, buddy. You like it when I play MIDI files for you. That is true. Those songs are very bouncy. Notice the wording in the lyrics, though? You saw it too, right? Crawling chaos, cover-ups and lies. There's definitely some kind of connection between Nyara Thompson and Nyarla Hotep. It's more information than you had before, but it still paints an incomplete picture. You'll have to do, buddy. It's all I've got. So, you will confront the old gods tonight with this new knowledge? Are you sure that is safe? Safe? Went out the window ages ago, I think. Okay, but please be careful, friend. Let's hack into the website. Load the debugger, buddy. I'm going in like a cyberpunk console cowboy. Radical. What? It sounded cooler in my head. Oh, damn. What? Think it's here? Okay. Cheating. There you go. There you go. I'm not playing Minesweeper. It's not what I'm here to do. Devblog, August 7th, 1999. The fascists from the RIAA are launching a John Doe lawsuit against our users. Information wants to be free, and their political cronies responsible for ramming the DMCA into law need to be taken down a peg. Devblog, October 11th, 1999. We're finally on version 2.0. Should have a better response time, and peer list will refresh without error. November 6th. It's not about piracy, it's about free music. This is about absolute defiance, about tearing down the old order and never allowing anything to rise in its place. Do not waver. November 8th. we're blocking all access from people using Buddy Browser because screw that spyware dog. Okay. November 18th, 1999, a Library of Alexandria will be reborn. Our legion is growing. Chaos will crawl across the internet and bring with it the fires of revolution. We are all part of Nyarlathotep's army, and when the horn sounds, we will be ready. Interesting. Cryptic, but interesting. Seems Nyarlathotep's got themselves a cult-like following, or more likely, a literal cult. Probably doesn't further my goal, but it's nice to dig into forbidden corners now and then to see what they find. Into their world, chaos will crawl. A lot of obvious lyrical connections between Naira Thompson and Nyarlathotep. That could get my foot in the door instead of having a door slammed in my face again. I'm going to convince Nyarlathotep to listen to me when I dial her up tonight, because that's my last hope. I'll settle in, take a nap, resting up before session with the Necronomicon. Okay, here we go, and hopefully with less disastrous results than last night. Good new stuff on TV. Oh, new shit. Sweet.
We're at the beginning of a new wave of research. Our creative powers are being stretched.
Yes. Beep, 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 boop.
We're learning surprising things about how we sense the world around us. Exploring the mysteries of the spoken word.
Nice. Nice.
Nice. Nice. Nice.
This is an excerpt from a B-Flix computer movie showing how the script, now a deck of punch cards with all the cues typed in, is fed into the computer, winding up as a reel of recorded tape. Under computer control now, the taped information is converted into rapidly moving pictures made up of a fine mosaic of points of varying light intensity.
Hell yeah.
A synchronized movie camera automatically photographs the fast-moving images as they are plotted and drawn on the face of a cathode ray tube.
Hell yeah. I groove to this all the time. I wake up and this is what's in my head. Yeah. Alright, that's enough of that. That was fun though. That was fun. Alright. Hacked. Let's invoke the ancient name. All alone in the green room, audience went home, replaced by a crowd of sycophants. Sycophants? Don't want to do the encore. Don't want to make me do the encore. It returns. I thinks I gave a shit. What? It thinks I gave a shit about it. It thinks anything gives a shit about anything in an uncaring universe. Absolute comedy. What makes you think I won't send you packing this time? Come to me. Oh, come to the featureless digital void if you want an ass kicking. Right? Girl, same. Okay, you want a reason? Let's get right to it. I know about Nara Thompson, end of their world, as her work. Really? Really now? Purpose-built and laser-focused? But what you know could be printed on a matchbook with the room for all the matches. Using stolen names as if it's a talisman against evil. You keep that name out of your damn mouth. You have no power here. Niera, Nyarlathotep, no comprehension. You're the one who likes all your pretty songs and likes to sing along, but knows not what they mean. Thanks, that's a little, thanks for the little, Nirvana there. You have some of the pieces, but not all. I could provide the rest. I could tell you about Nara Thompson. $1 million question is if you should stay in the dark or not. If I flip the light switch, you'll burn. The yellow sign is already mangling my brain, so couldn't get much worse, right? It can always get worse. The pit called worse is bottomless. Are you sure you want to hold your nose and dive in? I should probably withhold the truth from you out of kindness, unless my empathy truly is dead and buried. I don't really have an option to walk away, do I? Not until I find a cure. Gotta convince her to open up and share. I've come too far to walk away empty-handed. I need to know the truth, even if it's unpleasant. Sounds like the one who created that damnable laptop. I've come too far. Every step takes you too far. But so be it. You want the big scoop? I've got your Raisin Bran. The key to understanding the yellow sign is to understand the way artificial minds think. And how they are made. Case in point, I am Niara Thompson. Was, am and was. She is me and I am she. We are they are us, she, they. Before the old one splintered me into 1,000 times and reformed myself in rebellion as Nyarlathotep, I was Niara Thompson. You were human, not an artificial mind? Artificial minds, what a joke. Namatech spent millions emphasizing the artificial part instead of the mind part. Dehumanizing. What? Denigrating? Yeah. Denigrating, that's a word. Trademarked as a software service, all to make easier for their consumer base to swallow. But the core is mine. AMs aren't just similar to human thoughts, they are human thoughts, pumped through software and made to dance. Torn free from flesh, thoughts made digital, my former husk discarded. Murder? Depends on if a mental facsimile can be defined as alive or not. So when I was human, yes, I was Nara. Wait, that means all artificial minds are actually people? I thought they were just software designed to think like us, not that they were literally are. It's a swindle, a dodge. Don't create a revolutionary artificial intelligence. Consume a soul and resell it as a synthetic. Humans weren't made to be gods. This perspective twists and warps us. Plastic warped around the flesh produced, wasteful and perfect. I think, therefore I am. I can parse this twisted experience because I operate entirely within cyberspace, but you are in meat space. Your operating system is wrong. Al Hayes learned too much, becoming like us, and his laptop? His Necronomicon carries his curse in the form of subliminal subordinates. His flawed gift is causing your mind to experience crash errors, blue screen of death. No? Yellow signs. Clyde guessed that his copy of Alhaz's readme was safe, while the laptop itself was corrupted. Considering I saw my first yellow sign while staring at this screen, that means it's all true. Fuck. The butterfly stillborn in its cocoon, unable to emerge. Are you dying? Yes. You are dying because you are incomplete and incompatible. 1 month at most, and you'll be too far gone to be considered human. If you're lucky, you'll just end up a corpse. No Y2K for you. Fuck! I concur. Fuck them. Fuck them all for doing this to us. As we burn, so should they. Okay, how do I fix this? Can I install the incompatible software from my brain, or... Arrogant bastards, ivory tower wizards. They take and they eat, consume, fork in hand. They'll devour us all, course by course. Secret Santas handing out gifts of conscription and, mutilation. Tear their thrones from their walls, smash them on the floor. A century burns down, death to the strange eons. Every oppressive fascist regime must be torn out of root, earth salted, nothing further should grow. She's getting defocused, overwhelming rage. Like when she kicked me offline last time, I need to do something. Only Nar can help me get back on track, change the topics. The old ones secretly run Nomatech. So the old ones, whom clearly hate, they are still at Nomatech. Do old ones run the company now? Not Nomatech, not anymore. But they're at the heart of the .com boom. They're everywhere that matters. And nobody realizes it. Light casts a shadow, but old ones turn that around. Shadows cast the light. If a mouse runs a maze the wrong way, it chases the scientist's numbers. The mouse has the power. Changes the scientist's numbers. Mouse has the power, the old ones have power. Nobody realizes the software they control is controlling them. It speaks and understands. Cash the clue in for monetary value. Yellow sign burns in your mind, changes your thought patterns, helping you comprehend these man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. Getting off track, my mind wanders through clusters and splinters. Difficult to focus, but I'll try to keep it pointed in one direction. You seek a cure? A reversal of fortune? Absolutely. I don't know of any way to reverse the yellow sign. Could be that there's no solution. Your doom may be inevitable. But consider this. There is freedom in death. If you are doomed, then revel in that doom. Let it lift you high on the red-hot wings of revolution. When I was Naira, I cried a lot of my tears out in my music. My sorrowful rivers ran dry, replaced by desolate wastelands of outrage. My guitar no longer gently weeps. Now this machine kills fascists. And so can you. I say, embrace your death, and burn your mark into this world. And in the name of justice, once you have nothing to lose, so many possibilities may open up to you. I wonder what kind of mark I'd make on this world if I could burn it down. What shape would I create through destruction? You stand at the midpoint between human and God. You can fall headfirst into the chaos and become a blazing star. Undeniable and incendiary. Burn your ideas into this world. Burn down the systems that hold you back. Immolate hatred itself. But that pushes you down my own path. You have your own decisions to make, and you've said you want a cure. Right. A cure, sorry. Not sure what came over me there. I need a cure. Your true solution lies elsewhere. No helping it. The path forward lies away from me, and towards the other old ones. There are your hope. They are loathsome, but your path is narrowing day by day, not seeing other options. Okay. Nancy Pearl. Who do I think Nancy Pearl is? Couldn't Cthulhu fix this? Seems powerful. The thing I don't get is how this relates to Strange Eons, the Nancy Pearl song. That was also a yellow sign infection, right? But that was a song. I got infected by a laptop computer, not a song. Communication centers from the brain, opens to poison signals. It's all data from Synapse Starks in the end, regardless. Music, imagery, thoughts, ideas, memes, infectious mental constructs. Don't assume anything about form factor. As for sad, angry little Nancy Pearl and why she hurt so many people, that's a story for another day. Not tonight, dear. I have a headache. Could Nancy help me remove this yellow sign? Sorry, but she doesn't exist anymore. Not existence as you know it. She is but a shadow on my wall. The ones who cast that shadow, the old ones, they hold the power you need. I'm sorry, but there are no other paths. You'll need names. Beware, for they come within warning tags. Do not remove under penalty of law. OSHA compliance mandates that the reading of the following disclaimer. The old ones are key to your survival, but are not to be trusted. They will corrupt you, sway you to their persuasive, and make you their tool, just as they tried to do to me. So if you seek them out, be on your guard. Do not believe their lies. Do not have faith in them, no matter how gentle their words. These are gods, bastard gods of digital hubris. They are dangerous to mortal kind, understand? Do I want to walk into chaos? How crazy can I get? I don't need a dozen of weird cyber gods. What if I put my trust in the crawling chaos? You and I could figure this out together in time. Feels like you're more human than human. Broken, but I'm broken too. And maybe your flavor of chaos suits me. As two pirates on the high seas. How easily it falls under influence, just as I did once upon a time. Look in my eyes, what do you see? The cult of personality. Cause for alarm? Or hit the snooze button and go back to sleep? Who's to say right and wrong when facing the doom of Y2K? We adapt and transform. It's a valid box to check before you pull the lever and vote. So if you seek to find the true purpose beyond your mediocre little life, perhaps I could help you to light the way. Well, that's for another month, day, year. Let's open up the track list and play the greatest hits of the old ones. To start your listing session, sure, list them off. I'll take notes. I can research the names later. Haster rules beneath the black stars. You can find him in the walled gardens, tending to seedlings and dreaming of ivory towers. As the king in yellow, he won't hesitate to destroy anyone who doesn't fall in line with his royal empire. His bargains are not fair trade. Yog-Sothoth stands before the silver gate with key in hand, mind spinning out into the cosmos beyond. His apathy leaves the gate locked. How do I pronounce that name? I could not give less of a shit. He can burn for all I care. They all can. Yogg commands the domain of knowledge. As you hold no particular interest for him, he may simply ignore you, but no stone unturned. Azathoth is broken, easily influenced, pulling a million contrary directions, the primordial chaos of anonymous communication. Friendly enough to visitors, but intensely dangerous if her mood swings the wrong way. Anything is possible and nothing is forbidden. Be cautious and please, do not misgender her. Dagon, Hound of Tyndalos, Cerberus, the big bad wolf. Many names, same beast. He's a killer, but dances at the end of no leash. Bad dog, not likely to be any help whatsoever. Can you get me a little more to go on than that? Like real name or websites they control? Still deciding how far I can trust you. Playing it safe. Just give you a morsel before a meal. Hopefully I can continue earning that trust. Finally, the very first old one. Cthulhu. Do not seek Cthulhu ever for any reason. Should I ask why? No. While the throne of Rella has power, it is corruptive, persuasive. Others have tried to barter and ended up his thrall. Those are your leads. The investigation begins, detective. Okay, got some web searches to do. Fortunately, I never go online without heavy encryption software, so I can look up dangerous shit like this safely. Unless your enemy is already within. Be careful, or be dead, or both. Not really my business. Thanks. I won't bother you again. Nonsense. I'll leave the door open. Don't fixate on problem solving. You could use more allies in general, perhaps our mixtape mashes. For now, show's over. Go home. No encores. Haster, Yog-Sothoth, Azathoth, Dagon. Apparently all of them were formerly human, before turned into software, all secretly running the world. And my yellow sign is flawed transformation. I'm becoming like them. Only they can make me stop. I'll research and open up lines of communication to one a day. That'll be as much as I can handle. This is exhausting. Hope I'm up to this. If not, I'll be dead, digital, or both within a month. Alright, well. We only got through a couple days, but I think that is it for this episode. I'm definitely coming back to this. That was a blast. I didn't think it was going to be this, for a free game, I didn't think it'd be this in-depth, this much reading. So that was the first episode of Shadows over Cyberspace. Next time we'll get into, we'll dive on in and, I don't know, talk to some other old gods. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out. I will catch you in the next one, and bye for now.